Do you think they were 4mm? He doesn't know. He's a cat. Good morning. It's morning for me. Hi everybody. My name is Holland and I'm here to talk to you about knitting and stuff. This is my 2-week update and I think I'm on episode 11, so that's really cool. Right now I'm drinking some black coffee out of my Chemical Bank mug. I won this after completing a 5K that I walked the entire time, but it was a fundraiser, so it's the thought that counts, right? It got me a free mug out of it. This is my favorite mug because it's just massive. It holds a huge amount of coffee. I do like pour over coffee, so that's why the rim looks all like gross and grimy. I don't know, it's very good. It's delicious coffee. Today I have, I don't know, like 3 or 4 projects to share with you. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. The first thing you can probably see behind me is my monstera. It's only been a little bit eaten by one of the cats. He loves having his salad. And for my monstera, I crocheted this really cute like sack. It's just a really neat bag. I had some extra jute laying around from my macrame projects, and I had some extra rope laying around, you know, just casual stuff you have laying around. And so I crocheted this bag to cover the ugly plain black pot. I really enjoy it. I think it gives it a little beachy vibe. It's really cute. Well, can I show you the details? Some fun details of this bag. It's just double crochet all the way around. The bottom is single crochet in a spiral. I think that one just increases every 6. Then I've got these cute scallops, or like these rainbows on the side. These are really cute. And they just kind of go all the way around. Here's an aerial root trying to sneak out. And then I love this little scalloped, would this be considered a hem or a rim? I love the scalloped rim. And inside of this plant, you can see the tiniest leaf. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I just love this. This was a Valentine's Day gift from my love a couple years ago. And it's amazing because it's still alive. I've never been able to keep houseplants alive before in my life. I heard this theory about houseplants that if you don't have a good, kind soul, they don't live. And now that my partner's living in the house, they're all alive. It's amazing. I hope that doesn't say anything bad about me. Moving on, my finished item I have for you, my finished object, is my Love's cable sweater. I think I told you guys about this, I know I told you guys about this cable sweater before. This was made out of Plymouth Yarn Encore Tweeda. It's a worsted weight sweater, but I knit it on US size 6 needles. So those were 4mm? What do you think? Do you think they were 4mm? He doesn't know. He's a cat. If I had to knit this sweater again, can I just wear it? The needles I used on this sweater were US size 6. If I had to do it again, I would do US size 8s because this creates a very dense, a very tight fabric. That is great for keeping the wind out. That's great for keeping the breeze. It's good for keeping you warm. My partner says it is the warmest sweater he has ever worn. Look how big it is on me. That's kind of the point, isn't it? But yeah, if I did this sweater again, I would use larger needles just to make sure the cables are more relaxed looking and, I don't know, softer, more calm. This sweater features a cowl neckline. It overlaps in the front, which I really love. The neckline is just a simple 1x1 rib. I started knitting the back to the shoulders, and then I used short rows to increase my way down. That way the back is technically longer than the front. That way there's enough area for it to fold over. It features all over cabling. There's some areas here, like on the sides, and some areas here, like on the bottom sides of the arms, where there is no cabling, but pretty much all over cabling. The back is the same as the front. I wanted to make sure that it just looked completed. Sometimes when you go to the store and you see sweaters or jackets or t-shirts and only the front is done and the back is just plain, like, I didn't want it to look like that. So I made sure that it was cabled in the back as well. One of my favorite features of this is the underarm, where this cable just follows around the underarm and then traces down the side to meet its buddy from the back. And there you can see that the pattern follows all the way around. I love this. I thought it was just such a fun little detail. Another feature that I love about this sweater, you can see on the hem, I followed the cables all the way down, but then there's also ribbing in the hemline, so we get that nice lay flat. It looks completed, but it also looks cohesive because it goes all the way through. You can see the same thing on the sleeves, where it's got the 1x1 ribbing all around the cuffs, but once we get to these cables, the cable just follows all the way through. I decided to do it like that because with stockinette stitching, sometimes you get curling, and with these cables, that helps prevent the curling. So I wasn't worried about it curling up or rolling up on us. Okay, so that's finished project number 2. I guess this I would consider a finished product, but I might consider it something in the archives. I do have 2 works in progress to share with you today, so I guess I do have 4 objects to share. This work in progress, you've never seen before. I just started this a few days ago. I don't know how many days ago. I wrote it down somewhere. This is a fisherman's rib. Let me get my book. I have my book. This is the back panel of the sweater I'm working on. You can see where the neck is here. I've used short row shaping to slant it down just a little bit down the sides. This will be a drop shoulder sweater, but modified to also have a little bit of a Euro shoulder in the back. That way it gives it some shaping, so it's not just a floppy of a sweater. The yarn that I am using, I didn't write down the yarn. Let me find that. I really need to get better at taking notes. I'm so bad at taking notes. The yarn that I am using is Anchor Bay. Anchor Bay is a 50-50 cotton and superwash merino yarn. It's very soft, but one thing I learned about cotton type yarns is that they are very splitty. See how kind of splitty that gets? Maybe you can't. You can see all the fibers. You can see all the fibers that make up this yarn. So as you're knitting, if you're not careful, it's very easy to split the yarn. I may have done that once or twice in this project so far, but you don't need to know that. It is a luxurious feel. The cotton gives it a little bit of weight and heft to it, but it still keeps it cool to the touch. It's not the most warm fabric ever. So I'm guessing this would be a really great springtime or fall time sweater. I'm very excited. This sweater will feature a V neckline. It will feature balloon sleeves. It will have a slight taper in the body so that it's a little bit more fitted down towards the waist and not just a whole potato bag. The sleeves are going to be a 1x1 rib. That way they're not quite as warm as the body of the sweater. This sweater is a commission from a dear friend of mine, so I am very excited that somebody takes interest in my skills and wants to help support me along my way. Not to mention, I love learning new things. This is really pushing me and my boundaries to help learn new things. Next, we are going to take a quick field trip upstairs to my craft room. So let's go. Okay, the craft room. This needs a little bit of de-influencing because it's a mess. I've got my yarn up on my cork board. This is is it a cork board? Pegboard. I've got my good yarn on this pegboard and my cheap acrylic yarn is on this pegboard. I'm slowly working my way through it. I don't want to buy more cheap yarn, but I also don't want to just throw away what I have. That just doesn't seem very economical for me. Over here on this chair is Pretty Girl. Isn't she perfect? Pretty Girl? She doesn't care right now. She's just so excited to be in here. The cats aren't allowed in the craft room if I'm not here. So when they get the chance, they go crazy. But here is the object I wanted to share with you. This is my Belgium sweater. Now that it's laid out flat, you can really see the scalloping colorwork details on it. You can see all 5 colors are included, from this beautiful orange to this creamsicle. I love this transition color because it's both a little orangey and a little pinky, down to, my partner said this was a lipstick shade, and then this nice red. Is that red? Or would you call that a plum or a red? I don't know. I've got it pinned down on a towel right now, and you can see I've got a little fan here blowing on it to help it cool off or help it dry off. The last time I blocked this sweater, I didn't have a little fan, and it took forever to dry. It was not fun at all. Down here, we can see the scalloped hem that I am trying out. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I want to keep the scalloped hem because I know it doesn't have any ribbing in it. So the chances of it curling because it's just a straight stockinette are higher. I didn't love it when I tried it on the first time, so we will see when it's all blocked and dried. We'll see if I love it. If I don't love it, I might just frog that and do a 1x1 rib like in the collar here. It is a V-neck collar, and to make the V-neck, I just decreased it every 4 rows. So that way it's a nice deep V. Deep V. The end of the V-neck reaches about to the end of the armpit too. So I think those were in the same row. That's not bad. That is my Belgium sweater. I hope you enjoy hearing about it. I am super excited to get it done and blocked. I tried it on before I blocked it. I got a video of that. So hopefully when this is done blocking, you'll get another video of it. It's so itchy. It's so itchy. I was hoping desperately that I was not one of those people that gets itchy with mohair, because I've been told I have a high tolerance for things that are annoying or being uncomfortable, and it's just so itchy. So we'll see. We'll see. I hope it continues to soften up while it's washing. If it continues to be itchy after it's done being blocked, I will figure something out, or I'll just always have to wear this shirt with a tank top under it, which is fine. It's beautiful. But okay, let's go back downstairs. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me again for another bi-weekly session. I hope you enjoyed learning about my Love's Cable sweater that I'm still wearing and I need to not spill coffee on. I hope you loved hearing about my plant sack. That's a good word for it, a plant sack. My friend's fisherman sweater, and my Belgian sweater upstairs drying. I hope to see you again in another 2 weeks where hopefully I have more updates for you. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.